Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you tonight, breaking down everything Monday night football between the Miami Dolphins and your Pittsburgh Steelers. Good to see everybody in the chat. Hope you are doing well. If you're brand new, feel free. Say what's up. Say hello. You don't have to, but we'd love to see you. It's the best crew in the game. Everybody jumping in already. I see you. Big Curtis said, good evening, crew. DK Metcalf birthday was yesterday. 5+ receptions. Oh, and Johnny Smith revenge game. All that said, Dolphins plus 3.5, under 42.5, and first quarter under 7.5 are the bets. Curtis, I appreciate you there. Good looking out. CT said, evening, AB and crew. Evening, buddy. Big Zach said, good evening, crew. Good evening, Big Zach. Good to see you, Jeff. Good evening, buddy. Good to see you, man. Emilio, good to see you. Scotty, how we doing? Good to see you, big dog. Martez said, good evening, bud. C-Dub, what's good, baby? Good to see you. Tizzle, lots of field goals tonight. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Logue said, this might be the game for over 2.5 turnovers. I agree. Matty boy, oh, it happened. Traffic, almost home. Get home safe, big dog. Addison said, what's up, Denny's? Let's get after it, man. Let's do it. All right, now let's jump into the game here and keep saying hello in the chat. Good to see everybody. Jared said, good evening, AB and crew. Good evening, buddy. Man, so good to see you. Scotty said, hit the like button. Yeah, no doubt. If you could, if you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. I won't ask you everything else, I promise. All right, let's jump into it here. So we have the Dolphins at the Steelers. All right. Where you going? Excuse me. Cough right in the mic. It's horrible. My bad. All right. God. Starting it off well. I need a drink. All right. Steelers. 3-point favorites here. My bad. And a total of 42.5. Now, this spread has been all over the board. I've seen 3.5s. I've seen 4s. I've seen 2.5s. So shop your books, no doubt. Okay. But we'll go Steelers -3. That's a consensus. Total of 42.5. Addison, got a cough to get off. Let's go. I love it. Legendary 804. What's up, crew? AB, the best in the business. Legendary. Hey, I appreciate you. So good to see you. And let's get after it. Addison said Warren's active. Man, let's talk about it. Okay. So where are you going in this game? All right. Are you feeling the over? Are you feeling points? It's going to be cold. Cold. Can Miami play in it? That is the question of the night. Can Miami get down in this cold weather? All right. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to get into the pick. So let's go. All right, here we go. All right, now Jinxie said, AB the GOAT. That's you, Jinxie. So good to see you. Okay. All right, now, we were talking earlier. Hey, Curtis, you said DK Metcalf, 5+ receptions. Look at that first one, big dog. Curtis, hey, I agree with you completely. Completely. Give me DK Metcalf over 4.5 receptions, -105. I love that you said that. I agree. First one on the list. Second, Devontae Chain. All right, longest rush, over 18.5 yards. We're going to get some opportunities tonight. We're going to get them. Yeah, Curtis said, yeah, let's go. Dude, I'm telling you, as soon as I saw your comment, I was like, yes, we are on the same wavelength. All right, I got the Dolphins +2.5. It was earlier in the week. If anybody wrote it, hey, it is what it is. You can get it at 3. But again, we're going to find out, right? Like cold weather, we doing it. What's going down? All right, so we got the Dolphins. Now, Jaylen Warren, anytime TD. And Tua Tagovailoa to throw a pick. Big Sean said, AB, who's throwing a pick tonight? I don't hate both quarterbacks. I really don't. But, I mean, Tua, we'll talk about it, but Tua could be playing from behind and in 0-degree temperature chill, whatever it feels like, whatever they want to call it. Some ambiguous. Yeah. So that's what we're going with. All right. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we have those 5 picks. Now, we have some other things that we need to address as well. Tizzle said it right there. Now, he's talking about Jalen Wright, I love that. 15 rush yards, Darren Waller. 25 rush yards of Chris Boswell. 3+ field goals plus 813 boosted. The T3. I love it. Now, speaking of Tizzle, all right, and beyond this part, which, by the way, awesome. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Yeah, and Juice said, hey, good looking out on both teams to make a 33+ field goal last night. Sweaty but cash, no doubt. Now, we doing it again tonight. Minus 140, minus 135. You're around there. We in? We riding? Tizzle, you give us the call. We in? We out. What are we doing? You like it? All right. So that is the Tizzle special. Now, not with that. With these primetime games, we're finding that finding a way to tease these games is working out a little bit here. Tizzle said 100% in. All right, there we go. Michael, good to see you, buddy. Pittsburgh, Miami, 2 of the lowest time of possession teams in the league. So it will be an interesting game tonight. Man, you're correct there. So speaking of that, let's talk about teasers. All right, teasers here. You can move the spread and the total around 2 legs and kind of, work the number to what you like. So let's take a look here. All right, so the Dolphins. We can move the Dolphins to plus 8.5, okay? So we get the Dolphins plus 8.5. Then let's look at the total with that. You like Dolphins plus 8.5 and over 37.5? Or do you like Dolphins plus 8.5 and under 47.5? So you've got those 2 options there. Essentially, Dolphins plus 8.5, then the over-under. Now, let's look at the other side. If you want to tease the Steelers, you can move the Steelers all the way to plus 2.5. You could move it to 3.5, but you're going to have to give some on that total. But again, Steelers plus 2.5 over 35.5. Steelers plus 2.5 under 49.5. Right? Yeah, Addison, do both, middle it. Yeah, I mean, we've got opportunities in these games, no doubt. Peggy, under 47, I feel you. So, all right. So again, essentially, with teasers here, you can move the Steelers to plus 2.5. You can move the Dolphins to plus 8.5. Right. So, I mean, this is a pretty important game here, by the way. We got a lot going on here. All right. So those are the teasers. Now let's take a look at these teams. Okay. So the biggest question is Miami. And what can they do offensively in the cold? Everything else they've been doing has been working. Look at the last 2 weeks. Now, again, I understand these aren't the greatest teams in the world, but still. 34, 21. I mean, the Dolphins have been playing good football. They have. But this goes back to the same question that we've been asking about with the Dolphins since we first started seeing this regime, right? Can they play in the cold? That's been the only thing. And I'm not saying it disrespectfully, but it is a very valid question to ask because Miami has not shown us that they can do it. That being said, though, if there were ever a time, my goodness, this would be it, right? But same question that we ask all the time. As a bettor, do you bet on what you're seeing or do you bet on what you think you're going to see, right? That's a philosophical question. We don't have to answer that now. I would need teams of doctors, right? I'm not smart enough, but that's the biggest question with Miami. Now, with Pittsburgh, this is absolutely a must-win game. They got to keep going. And if they do, great things are ahead of them. Like, I know the Steelers aren't the most exciting team in the NFL this year or maybe the last couple years, however long you want to say it. And I know that Steeler fan, most of all, is like, I'm ready to get back to Steeler, football winning championships, right? But I give them credit. My goodness, man. Like that Steeler pride, like they fight, dude. There's not a ton of talent here, comparatively to what a Pittsburgh Steeler team has been through the annals of NFL history. But you're gonna get effort, and you're gonna fight, man. But again, it's cold. So I do we think that both of these teams are gonna score 20 points or more? And I know that the field is heated and all that, but it's cold. Right. Legendary. A-Rod plays better in the cold since the Packer days. No one could beat him in December, January. I'm taking the Steelers. I agree with that. Like 100%. Like Aaron Rodgers has proved through his entire career that he could play in cold weather. You know what I'm saying? Tua is the one that we're asking. Now, with Aaron, and here's the other thing, too. I get it. Aaron Rodgers is older than I am. You know what I mean? And I'm not a baby. So I'm not expecting, vintage 26-year-old A-Rod. But, I mean, you're right on that, though. In terms of the cold weather, what we've seen from these two quarterbacks, it's absolutely a factor that would help the Steelers. But it's more of something that, again, do we think that both of these teams score 20 points or more? Right? Like that's an important question to ask in this game tonight. So we're going to find out. All right, that's scoring here. Now let's jump into the quarterbacks here. Let's talk about them. Okay. Tua Tagovailoa, Aaron Rodgers. Where are we going? Okay. Tua, the books have him over under 195.5 passing yards. Aaron Rodgers, 216.5. So let's understand, both of these numbers are not large. Again, cold weather. And just not two of the highest, most prolific passing quarterbacks in the league right now, right? But, I mean, same thing we saw with J.J. McCarthy last night. You could find a 195 and say, oh, he's going to smoke me over on this one. Or play the other one. 29.5 pass attempts is a healthy number for Tua. 31.5 for Aaron Rodgers. So the books are calling it in regards to attempts. Completions, those are healthy numbers for both of these QBs. Longest completion, healthy numbers. Like these are average, per games, right? So if you're worried about the cold, at least from the passing perspective, the books really aren't saying it. Tua to throw a pick, minus 125. Yeah, legendary. I feel you on that. Yep. And Rodgers, I don't hate that one either. It just depends on how many attempts we're going to get. If he's going 32 plus attempts, you got a great shot. If you're playing over on pass attempts, yeah, might throw a little pocket change on an interception, right? If you think you're going to get those attempts, probably going to get some tip passes tonight. I assure you that, especially at the line, hands up. You're going to get it. All right. Running game here. A-Chain, Jaylen Warren. So 82.5 yards. All right. For Devon, 50.5 for Jaylen, 17.5 rush attempts to 12.5. 12.5. All right. 18.5 longest rush for Devon, 12.5 for Jaylen Warren, minus 130 anytime TD to plus 105, plus 450, 2 touchdowns to plus 650. These are healthy touchdown numbers for both of them. All things considered, right? Devon on the road, Warren, situation, injury, what it's been, the potential attempts. These are healthy touchdown numbers for both sides, no doubt. If you think that there are going to be touchdowns in this game, there's a chance that one of these two guys gets two. Again, you will rarely hear me ever say to bet somebody for 2 touchdowns. Not that it doesn't happen. It's just 1 touchdown's hard enough, right? But if you think that, like, in the game that there are going to be touchdowns, like you're like, hey, I'm playing this over, man. One of these dudes might get 2. No doubt. All right. So if you're looking at A-Chain, get him outside and to the right. Now, you look at the green lines here. That's 5+ yards gained on the ground. He's good in any gap, any way, any technique defensively, however you're getting down. He can go. They got the play calls for him. You're going to get a good amount of rushing attempts. All right, against the Saints, 22 carries for 134 yards, 1 touchdown. If they look, watch the right side. If they start getting him out in open space on the right, he gone. So if you are a live prop bettor, pay attention to that. That's why I show these, right? If you start seeing that opening early, oh my goodness. Like he might house a big one, right? Now the other side, Jaylen Warren, a little more flexed inside. Pittsburgh Steelers style. So you could see like it's a little not that Warren can't get outside and doesn't. It's just a different style of run flex on him, right? But don't sweat the kid either, man. He can get down. All right. All right, receiving. You got a lot of Jalen's in this game. Yeah, so that's the deal. Yeah. He's active. Yeah, but he got downgraded. So we're going to see. Yeah, we're learning all this live too. Yeah. I know. Yeah, to make this even more difficult, right? All right, so Jalen Waddle and DK Metcalf, good receiving game here, okay? Not large numbers, though, and this correlates with the passing game of what we saw of not large numbers with Tua and Aaron Rodgers. But Jalen Waddle, over under 63.5 receiving yards, DK Metcalf, 54.5. All right, we're going to talk about this in a second when we break down these offenses, but these receptions, don't hate them. You are going to see very, very short passing windows on both teams. What do I mean by that? Think a lot of 4 yards and in pass attempts. A lot of them on both sides. You're going to get a lot of them tonight, okay? So receptions might not be a bad play. You just got to identify who your person's going to be. We went with Metcalf over 4.5. But yeah, pick your poison here. Longest reception, 22.5 for Jalen Waddle, 23.5 for DK Metcalf. I don't hate those either, getting it in one play. But again, how many 7, 8, 9 routes you going to get, right? Jalen Waddle, touchdown, minus 130 for a wide receiver. Good gosh. That is an aggressive number. Justin said, what up, crew? Hey, what's up, baby? Warren is a GOAT. He was ruled healthy a bit ago. There we go. Love it. Look at Waddle to minus 130 for a wide receiver. Wow. All right. DK Metcalf plus 155. The books are feeling Dolphins touchdowns like they are. 2 touchdowns are plus 450. Yeah, just keep an eye out here. Okay. Now, what are you going to get here with Waddle? Big sweeping routes, baby. Intercontinental routes, what we call them. Look at that left side slot. All right. If you see him early in the game, same thing we were talking about with Devon getting out to the right side. If you start seeing Waddle moving in on that slot, all right, and taking it, what I mean by intercontinental routes, start on the left side, work your way all the way to the right. Those CD Lamb type routes, you go get those. And he can yak it, man. Look out. Look at DK. Look at our dude, the big dog himself. Great smile in his picture, too. DK's awesome. All right. Against the Ravens, dude, he went for 12 targets, 7 receptions, 148 yards. Only 46 of them were yak. All right. Now, look at his route tree. Look at this. And when I say route tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? He can do it all. DK can do it all. The question is, what is the depth of the average yards per pass from Aaron Rodgers, right? Are they throwing it, 3-yard passes, 6-yard passes, 11-yard passes, right? And will the weather dictate that? Will the pass rush dictate that? That's the big question. So keep an eye. Like, if you ever, it's tough with the TV camera angles, but If you can count in your head, like the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right? Count that in your head the first couple drives of what I mean is either quarterback, both quarterbacks, they get the snap. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right? Count it in your head of when they're getting the ball out, right? Do they have time back there? Are each quarterback getting their wide receivers routes down the field? Or is it 1 Mississippi out, right? Meaning 3-yard pass, 3-yard pass, 3-yard pass, 3-yard pass, right? Keep an eye on that in the first couple drives tonight because I'm fascinated with where they're going to go. Both coaching staffs are not afraid to go very conservative early in this game, so just keep an eye on that. But with that comes, you might not get yardage, but you might get a lot of receptions, right? So if you're a live prop player and you want to use the actual game strategy of what you're seeing, count that. Keep an eye on the pass rush, all right? We talk about you see a standard 4-3-4 defense in the NFL, meaning 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and 4 in the secondary, 2 corners, 2 safeties. All right. So if you're seeing either defense tonight, get to the quarterback, get pressure on Tua or on Aaron Rodgers. Count how many people that they brought. All right. Did they bring just the standard 1, 2, 3, 4 on the defensive line? If they did, they're getting to the quarterback without even bringing a rush, because a rush is you're bringing extra people. 5-man rush, 1 extra person. 6-man rush, 2 extra people. Right. What I mean by that is, well, if you rush 7 people, okay, well, that's 3 people that all 3 linebackers are coming in, or however you work it, right? But you've got 3 less people on your defense. So if the quarterback gets the ball out, you're in trouble. So just pay attention. Count just the seconds of each quarterback when they're getting the ball out. It'll tell you and give you kind of an idea on if this is going to be a short yardage passing game, intermediate, or are we going to be trying some deeper routes? So just something to pay attention to. All right, let me quit yapping and get the picks back up here. All right, DK Metcalf. All right, I'm going to go receptions route. I'm going to take my shot here with Aaron Rodgers. DK Metcalf over 4.5 receptions, -105. Devontae Chain, longest rush over 18.5 yards, -110. Dolphins +2.5, -115. Jalen Warren, anytime TD, +100. And Tua Tagovailoa, 1+ interception at -105. Bibbo said, AB, I won my showdown versus Liddy in brutal fashion, down 21 third quarter. I should have bet Bills live money line. No kidding, right? And excellent win. And Liddy gave you a shout out this morning and a super sticker too. So, Liddy, thank you. And obviously, man, that's awesome. I love to see that. And you're right. Yeah, I should have bet it, no doubt. Okay, so those are the picks. Keep dropping in the chat what you all like. Jared, Devon, 60+ rushing yards. Warren, 2+ receptions. Kenneth Gainwell, 15+ receiving yards, +137. Love that. Okay. All right, we've got that. We've got the Tizzle special. Both kickers, 33+ yard field goal, -140. We have got, all right, missile lock. Let's go. We are getting in on it. Now, speaking of picks and more picks, we've broken down the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Let's get to some parlays. 2 parlays tonight. Okay, the first one, what do we think here? Something different. What do you think? I'm going to try a points band. I'm going to go that the Steelers score between 21 to 30 points and the Dolphins score 11 to 20 points. That's it. It's an insane parlay. +455, but it's completely different. And I want to take a shot. Now, here's the other thing. You have options here to where you could play this, and you could, if you're saying, I don't know about the Dolphins, they might be 21 to 30 as well. Well, guess what? If you think so, you can play that too. Now, I'm not saying start loading up on these parlays. I'm not. Trust me, points bands are hard to hit by themselves, okay? But cold weather, Monday night, I don't know. If you're thinking the under in the game, it kind of starts narrowing these to you, right? I mean, again, these are tough to hit, but I'm going to try something different here. and adjust from there. All right, now touchdowns. Okay, we don't need to identify every touchdown score. We just need two. What do you think? I tried to go as simple as possible. Right? Cold weather, Dolphins, Steelers, as classic NFL football as you could get with Devon and Jalen. What do you think? Plus 264. Now, again, you have options here. All right. But two teams that aren't necessarily coming out super wild creative. Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to see. Martez, I had Ollie Gordon earlier over HA, but I don't know. I might be wrong. Are you talking about fantasy tonight? Yeah. Bibbo, Tua, INT. Yeah, I'm in. All right. So those are the two parlays. Okay. Now, all right, we got the picks. We got the parlays. Let's break down these offenses, what we're going to see. Time for the no-fly zone. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Steelers secondary. 4th in the NFL short left, 16th short mid, 10th short right, 2nd deep left, 31st deep mid, 29th deep right. Let me just say, this defense is all over the board. You got injuries worked in. It is tough. And look, no TJ Watt. Like, it is difficult to project what you're going to get from the Steelers defense week in and week out. It is. But let's understand what we've seen from Tua over the last 2 weeks, because while the numbers might not seem high, they're not going to be. The Dolphins have been playing good football. They really have. All right, so let's take a look at Tua here against the Jets. 13 of 21 for 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Now, they didn't need him. They didn't need the pass game all that much, obviously. But take a look at Tua and how many passes are 5 yards and in. So you see, and I'll pull this full screen. You see the line of scrimmage, blue line, okay? So you see a plus 10, that's 10 yards, plus 20, plus 30, etc. So just go to 5 yards and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? You're going to get a good amount of passes. And I think you're going to get even more because they're going to need to throw it way more than 21 times. The books have it at 29 and a half over under. So, but I do believe that you're going to see a safe passing attack, at least early, from Miami. Now, let's go back to against the Saints. Again, 13 of 21, 12 of 23 for 157, 0 touchdowns and 1 pick. Again, they just didn't need a ton of it, right? But look at the 5 yards and count the pass attempts there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And I think that you're going to get even more and even more and even more tonight. Now, if I was talking to Tua before the game, all right, the cold, bro, what are we doing? All right, and I'm not, okay, I'll talk about that in a second. It's cold. All of us together, we got to do it. We got to play. Can we get to 20 points? All right, offensively, can we get to 20? We're going to have to. Now, here's the thing. This can't all be on Tua. Everybody is going to have to play at a high level for 60 flipping minutes tonight. Have to. Field goals count too. Every single point matters. Okay? Dolphins coaching staff, coach intelligently tonight. I understand being aggressive, but you don't have to be aggressive on everything and be crazy. Field goals count. 4 out of 5 stars, though, for Tua to throw a pick because, look, history has said when it's cold, it's going up on a Monday. All right, that was terrible. My bad. But here's Aaron Rodgers. Now let's look at the Dolphins secondary. 22nd in the NFL, short left, 26th short mid, 32nd short right, 4th deep left, 19th deep mid, 28th deep right. Okay. Not great. But again, the Dolphins have been playing good football the last 2 games. I'm proud of them. However, okay, same thing we said about short yardage passing game tonight. Okay. Let's take a look at Aaron Rodgers. It's against the Ravens. 23 of 34. 284 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. So let's do the same thing. Find the 5-yard line. How many pass attempts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 56% or close to that percentage. We're 5 yards in. And I think you're going to get even more of it tonight. Now, the question is, how many pass attempts? If the Dolphins go limp bluegill on us, then the Steelers might win this game 12-3, right? So be careful on pass attempts as a whole with Aaron Rodgers. Because they'll run the football as much as they can, especially. Addison. Yeah. So, but again, if you're looking at the pass games here, they'll both stretch the field. Don't worry. But I just wonder how many times. Okay. Michael said limp bluegill. Let's go fishing. Yeah, it was 20 degrees. Yeah. So, all right. So that's Aaron Rodgers against the Ravens. You want to see one more? All right, this is against the Bills. 10 of 21, 117. But again, I don't think we're going to get this tonight, but just be careful. I'm just fascinated with the scoring tonight. And the books are saying the Dolphins are going to be scoring points. So let's see. Now, if I was talking to A-Rod, I'd say, all right, bro, can we get to 24? 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Now, I'm not saying stop at 24. That's just kind of a benchmark in my head. Can we get 3 touchdowns and a field goal and go hunting looking for more, right? Penalties. Steelers. Well, Dolphins too, obviously, but this is a game where penalties could play a severe level, especially, I'll tell you, the most devastating, like normal penalty, like taking personal fouls and all that stuff out of it, offensive holding. I mean, defensive holding is brutal too, but offensive holding, it just kills drives. Watch that tonight. Got to stay clean with penalties, bro. 4 first downs. What do I mean by that? 4 first downs generally means, well, it would be the exact of 40 yards, but on average, it's actually about 50 yards. Okay. And what do I mean by that? 50 yards in each drive should line you up for a chance at least 3. And that's the point right below. Take your 3s. If you end every drive with a touchdown, awesome. If you end 50% of drives tonight in a touchdown, awesome. But what am I getting at? Take your field goals. Do not overthink this game. Sometimes you have a chess match, and I don't mean this of these two coaches, and I don't even mean it in this sport, any level. You could have 2 coaches that are outthinking the game and being dumb, or that are actually out, letting the other one outthink themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overthink it tonight. Take your risks when you need to take your risks. You know what I'm saying? Don't go for 2 in the first quarter, and then if you don't get it, you chase, and now you're going for 2 every time. Let's wait until we need to. Again, not saying don't be aggressive, but smart could win this game tonight. right? Old school football, defense, field position. And that's what I mean by 4 first downs, man. Can you get 4 first downs in each drive tonight? If you could do that, good luck, Miami, even if you have a good game. So, something to pay attention to there, something to count. But Aaron Rodgers, 3 out of 5 stars to throw a pick. All right, let me get the picks up here one more time. Then we're going to jump into touchdowns. So, 1 second. All right, DK Metcalf, over 4.5 receptions, minus 105. Vontae Chain, longest rush, over 18.5 yards, minus 110. Dolphins, plus 2.5, minus 115. Jalen Warren, anytime touchdown, plus 100. Tua Tagovailoa, 1+ pick, minus 105. The Tizzle special, both kickers, a 33+ yard field goal. Missile lock on that. Let's go. All right, and let me pull up the parlays for anyone who may have missed those. Points bands. Can we get it? Steelers 21-30. Dolphins 11-20. And if anybody does play points bands, notice this: 21-30. Okay, 20 counts in the previous point band, but you get it on the backside with a 30, right? So if anybody's new to those, they're wild bets. Be careful, but they're kind of fun. All right, so that, and then touchdowns. Devontae Chain, Jalen Warren, they both get in, plus 264. Okay. Yeah, if anybody's asking for the Tizzle special, DraftKings, special teams props. And you'll see it. Just scroll down, and it'll say, do both kickers kick a 33+ yard field goal, yes or no? All right, so now let's get into touchdowns. First touchdown. So if you're brand new, welcome in. Good to see you. We play a game every single primetime NFL night. Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of it. All right, we try to predict and bet the first touchdown score of the game, okay? But it has to be at odds of plus 1,000 or more. Tough. It's real tough, all right? But if you get in, you go down in the DTL yearbook for all time, all right? And we'll have one of these for every season, forever. And the good part about being here on YouTube is that it's here forever. Forever. All right? So there you go. You can always access it anytime you want. Show your friends. All right, so that's getting in the club. You've got to get first touchdown score, plus 1,000 odds or more, and don't be afraid to shop your books. If you see somebody plus 950 and you're like, ooh, I know they're 1,000 somewhere, shop it. That's good working. We respect that, all right? So who's in the club? Here we go. Spencer is in. Big Zach has 3. Logs has 4. Wayne has 6. I have 6. It's just me has 2. Dan has 2. Ian has 6. Peggy has 2. Moshe has 3. Whale is in. Marshall has 3. Double Down has 6. Lydia is in. Pat is in. Cyclone has 3. Big Dave is in. Curtis is in. Matty Boy has 3. John has 3. Jared has 2. Brian has 3. Japan has 2. Brad is in. Big Drew has 4. Kevin is in. Addison's in. Jesse's in. Larry has 3. Z is in. Justin has 2. Bibbo has 3. Brian has 2. Iceman has 3. Tizzle has 3. Jeff has 3. Patrick's in. No Chill is in. Yamster's in. David's in. Sims is in. Taylor's in. Ben has 3. Randall's in. Scott's in. Tony has 2. TJ has 2. Tracy has 3. DTL Junkie has 2. Luke is in. Scott has 2. Touchdown Tina herself is in. Martez has 2. Jinxie the Mouse is in. And Beautiful Prince of Picks themselves. Woo! How about that, Ric Flair? All right, now, those dots are for you. Ready to get y'all in, okay? How do you play? Again, first touchdown score of the game, plus 1,000 odds or more. And all you have to do to get in, just drop it in, okay? You can either drop it in the chat here. You can drop it in the Discord there. Or you can do both. But just drop it in, and we got you. Matty Boy, take a break, AB. That was a lot. It's been a successful season for everybody. All right. You may be saying, AB, no rest for the weary. Where you going? Going Waddle. I'm going Jalen Waddle. I'm all over the board with bets today. But I think that's how this game is going to be. All over the board. But I like Waddle here. Plus 1,000. But there's some interesting options on the board. So I'm fascinated to go through the chat and see who you have. So drop those in now. And for everybody, thank you for tuning in to Driving the Line, obviously. I'll get the picks on the screen, and we don't have any like further thing in the show. Meaning if you've got your picks, if you've got your picks and drop your touchdown pick in the chat, you're good to go. You're not going to miss anything. So I understand that, dude, time ain't cheap. And I'll never pull that move of like, hey, wait 15 minutes to the end and there's one big surprise. You're like, oh my God, don't do that. No, let me get the picks back up here on the screen. Take them down. I'll leave it right there. And if you got the picks and you got your touchdown pick in dropped in the chat, then you're good to go. So you won't miss anything. Just want to make sure everybody's got plenty of time. No, we got school tomorrow, work tomorrow. Everybody's got stuff going on. All right, drop those. Drop your touchdown plays in the chat. I'm gonna start going through them. And you don't have to leave. Like, if you want to stay and hang out, please do. Yeah, Maddie. Yeah, exactly. Class dismissed, but the cool kids are staying. Yeah, we all hanging out. So if you want to, for sure. Brad, AB all in on Jalen. Dude, there's like 91 Jalens. There's so many Jalens in this game. Shout out to anybody named Jalen. It's a cool name. I don't know if I'm cool enough for a Jalen. I don't know if I can pull it off. Like, and I'm saying, like, I wish I could. I don't know if I've got it. It's a dope name. Okay. Yeah. Drop what you got in the chat for sure. AJ. Now we're going to call Steelers Superman belt across the face to Miami in the over. All right, let's go. Big AJ, what's up, baby? Good to see you, man. Everybody, telling you, like, subscribe, follow to my man right here. He's that dude. Bibbo. Pat Freemuth. Yeah, Freemuth. Yeah, no doubt. It's a tough last name. Curtis. All right. Go on mute. Plus 2,000 so the fans can yell mute. Justin, first quarter parlay plus 300. Just drop the Discord. Scan that QR code bottom right corner and get in on the action. No doubt. And Justin, thank you for that plug. Appreciate you right there. Michael, who else is here to hear AB sing? Oh, you want? Hey, maybe it was Memphis. Dude, I can't do Pam Tillis. Maybe it was Southern Summer Nights. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was me. But yeah, dude, Pam Tillis is like, please stop singing all my songs. Any of them. You have no range, boy. Pam Tillis seems like she'd be awesome. Brad, just pull the pizza out of the oven, child down to sleep. Best time of the day. Man, I bet, buddy. Justin, Italian beef sandwiches for dinner tonight. Dang, that sounds good. You put any sauce or anything on that? Like, and I'm asking generally, like, not like, hey, it sounds bland. It wasn't coming off that way. Because God, that sounds good. It's just me. I mean, some delicious wild berries. Wild berry Skittles, the purple bag, right? Dude, you know what I've been eating a lot lately? Well, not a lot lately, but like the freeze-dried Skittles. Y'all ever have those? Those are fire, man. I mean, Skittles, all of them are good. But those freeze-dried, man, I'm getting hooked on them, dude. Curtis, short rib nachos for me. Dang. Y'all are eating good tonight. That sounds good. AP, I know it doesn't count, but I think A-Chain gets in first. Dolphins going to pop off early. No, I mean, look, I know that we played a game, at the plus 1,000, but like Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, and yeah, bring these up for sure. Because yeah, I mean, while we play the game, we don't want to not look at opportunities when it's sitting in front of us. And this one, yeah, I agree. Peggy, Friarmouth, 1900. There we go. I love it. And Peggy, obviously, always good to see you. Zach, Adam Thielen, plus 3,000. Cyclone, let's waddle with it. I love it. All right, Curtis, going Friarmouth. There we go. Roger Washington, the 300-pound tight end for me. There you go. Yamster, good to see you, bud. All right. Darren Waller, got you in. Michael going A-Rod, 7,500. Beautiful. Tizzle, Calvin Austin, plus 2,500. There we go. Kirk, AB, Greg Dulcich, over 17.5 receiving yards, minus 114. Longest catch over 11.5, minus 122. And over 1.5 receptions, minus 152. Kirk, my friend, thank you very much. We all thank you for that. Hawk, Jonnu Smith, love Jonnu, plus 2,000. Got you in. They must have let Big Brad in with a fake ID. He's like, yeah, he is like having Shaq. The big receptor or something. Like Shaq would have a funny nickname already. Hey, you gonna throw it my way? I can't even do Shaq's voice. It's so deep. I love Shaq, man. Like, does everybody love Shaq? He seems like he's just great. Matty Boy Friarmouth, plus 1,800. Beautiful. Tina, I'm going out on a limb with Malik Washington, plus 2,200. Tina, that's an excellent look right there. Hold up. You know what? I'm in on that too. Let's go. I like it. Raymond, what's up, baby? Chris Boswell, 2 field goals all day long. I agree there. Jinxie, I thought you were in. All right, I'm getting. I thought I had it fixed. All right, I'll get it up. Mario. Oh, I'm not laughing at you, Mario. Mario, what's up, baby? You doing all right? Darnell Washington, plus 1,900. There we go. Emilio, Malik Washington, beautiful. Got you in. Kirk, Ollie Gordon, plus 2,700. AB, Kirk, got you in. Addison, Steelers defense, 30-1 DraftKings boost. Nice. All right. There we go. I'll put this up bigger. Marshall, Waller, plus 1,200. Hit that like. Yeah, hit that like indeed, everybody. Marshall, thank you for that. And got you in, big dog. Good to see you as always. Double down. Double D, 23. Darren Waller, first TD. Man, that all rhymed. Uh-oh. Might have to put a little something on Waller now. Let's go. I love it. Good to see you, bud. Waddle with it. Big Ben going Darren Waller. Uh-oh. We're seeing some Waller tonight. Yeah. Yeah, there are so many Jalen's. Tina couldn't go Waddle here. He's only 850 now. Oh, is he really? Well, look, hey, I'll tell you this. I'll ride with yours. Malik, you in on Malik? I'm in on Malik too. Roger, yeah, that's no rest for the wicked. Get witchy. You're exactly right. Raymond, Ollie Gordon, beautiful. Got you in. Big Ron, Darnell Washington. 1,280, go Steelers. Let's go, baby. Legendary Darren Waller, beautiful look. Charlie Darnell Washington, plus 1,800. Got you in, beautiful. Good to see you as always. Big Spencer, Calvin Austin. See you. Waddle is plus 1,100 on Fanatics. Great look. There you go. Justin Washington, plus 1,900. Zach, this is the only class I'd stay over for. Oh, no school again tomorrow? Oh, wow. Jeff, my man, how are you, sir? Going Smith, plus 2,000. Beautiful. Got you in. So good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Justin, class gets fun at detail after the bell rings. It really does. Brad, no freezer diet, AB. No more on there to study. Oh, you crushed it, man. Not easy to do when everybody goes frozen. I can't even speak. You handled it great. Jinxie. Big Pat Fryermuth. Love it. Justin, one of them Jalen's going off tonight. I know, right? We got so many Jalen's tonight. John Bott, if you had to pick one Steelers to catch a touchdown, who would it be? Ooh, good question. Probably DK. Big hands, big body, can go deep, and can be a short yardage. There are other options too, but DK Metcalf is a great option in either passing game scenario. Yeah, it'd be Metcalf for me. Junkie. Waller, first touchdown. Let's get it, fam. Let's get it indeed. Yamster, I'm teasing the fish and over. Sights. I like Ollie Gordon. There we go. Michael, hanging out's the best part. I agree. Martez, Waller first TD. Got you in. Mario, Big Darnell, get me in the club tonight. Let's go, O. We got this. Later, smash that like button. Yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all. Legendary. Thank you for saying that. No doubt. No doubt. Where Brad's singing. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, he's crushing them. I don't see nothing wrong. Addison. It could be a J. Maybe a Lynn, but not. Yeah. It's true. That's accurate. Only the greatness can pull off both together, right? Couldn't do it, man. And that's why I'm not in the league, man. So I'm just talking about it. Shout out to all the Jalen's out there. Fantastic book. Yeah, that's a good point too. It's gonna be rowdy tonight. Amelia, good luck to everyone trying to get to the next round of the fantasy playoffs, unless you're playing me. Good point. Size, it's gonna be a good night. I'm 2 Cutwater deep. Nice. I love it, man. Maybe you should be singing Walking in Memphis. Yeah, Walking in Memphis. Oh, you're right. Very much more in the range. Walking off a Bill. Walking in. I mean, even Mark Cohen is like, bro, come on. But great point, Amelia. You're exactly right. That is way more in the range. Yes. And apologies to Pam Tillis. Bibbo, I made a lotto parlay while the show was going on. I just posted, don't put on it what I had. I had a bonus bet to throw away. All right. Junkie, can we do 2+ tutties for a player instead of 1? Yeah. Yes. Au for sure on the Italian beef. Hot giardiniera. Did I pronounce that correct? Peppers and some pan-fried bell peppers and toast some mozzarella on top after you fill that French roll. Dang. Dude, all right. That sounds amazing. And I have got to step my food game preparation up. Look, Justin, I subscribe to you. Teach me virtually. That's a great job, dude. That sounds delicious. Now I want to go to McAllister's. Brad's going no touchdown type of night. Plus 6,500. No TD. Big game hunting. Jared Waller, first touchdown. Beautiful. Got you in, my friend. What up, bro? Pat Fryermuth, plus 1,900. Got you in. Yeah, Addison. Yeah. You kids got any drugs in the car? Shut up, Shaq. No. Shaq, an undercover sheriff. 7'2" Shaq. Shaq kills me, man. Like, everything's funny. Him trying to be incognito undercover. Y'all got any drugs in the car? No, Shaq. Brad, Kobe didn't love anybody. And I mean that with all the respect. I mean, Kobe's that dude. Kobe was like, hey, Kobe about that business. Yeah. Shaq's so funny. Jeff, Jonnu Smith, first touchdown, plus 2,000. Big Jeff got you in, my friend. Beautiful. Luffy, give me Darnell Washington, plus 2,000. Beautiful. Got you in. Raymond, Jalen Wright, longest rush over 8.5 yards. I like that play. dude, you're funny. Jason, about the farm on Murph. That's what I like. Hey, you like it? I like it. Water for me, AB. Hey, let's go. Let's go. NFLCBS.com. Full game live. Right. ESPN might have a problem with that, but we'll let y'all battle it. Disney against Paramount. I was going to go Waller, but with Miami going to the cold, so they might start slow. I think Pittsburgh scores first, so I went Pat Fryermuth. Yeah, good reasoning. I feel you. I mean, I went the way I did, but clearly we can't argue like with that, you know. Yeah, Tina, multiple Washington. Oh, that's a good point. Great name game tonight. DK's birthday was December 14th. Here we go. The Ole Miss legend himself. Man, they had DK and AJ Brown. Tina, DraftKings has a birthday. Hey, we need to find out the birthday of all these companies. Oh. Shit, what's for dinner, AB? Man, I don't know. That Italian beef sandwich sounds fire now. With au jus. I definitely think McAllister's is playing a factor tonight. McAllister's Deli, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. But Justin sold me. I'm in. Alan Bell, definitely a kicker's name. Yeah, it is. The one they like, and then they boo. They're like, hey, we got to get rid of this kicker. Sid, what's up, baby? Right, first touchdown, plus 3,000. Nice. I got you in. There we go. It's just me. Gordon, plus 3,000. First touchdown. Beautiful. Got you in. No chill. AB put me down for Fryermuth, plus 1,600. Beautiful. Got you in. Legendary. Justin making me hungry over here. I know. It sounds so good. Sid, Miami first drive punt. 8. Good look. Worth a shot. No doubt. Well, Justin doing it right. Yeah, he definitely is. Okay. All right. All right, we'll bounce out of here. Got all the picks, got all the touchdowns, got all that. We are all set. Okay, so we'll get out of here, get everybody good to go for the game. We'll be live tomorrow, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, normal time. If you're new here at Driveline, hit subscribe for sure. Would love to see you. We are live every day, every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, every single day. So come hang out. We talk about all the best bets, picks, parlays for that day. Have a lot of fun doing it. So come hang out for sure. Sid, good luck, everyone. Juice, thanks, Mr. Bell. Juice, thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you to everybody for tuning in. All right. Best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's go. See you. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.